Hey, Jack. A while back, I made a video called I'm Afraid of Christians, and just recently, YouTube user Together for Peace made a video response to that, and now I'm responding to his video response to me. So if you haven't seen his video response, go watch it, and if you haven't seen the video that he's responding to, go watch that one first, and then watch his, and then watch this one, so that you can understand what the fuck's going on. Alright, let's do this! This is essentially what I've gathered from your video, Jack, and if I'm incorrect, please correct me in a response that I imagine you will make to me. I know, it's kind of stupid for me to make the assumption that you're just automatically going to make another video response to me. Assumptions, as we all know, are ridiculous. Kind of like the assumption you made in your video to me, in which my thought experiment was actually a claim. And it wasn't. It was just a thought experiment. You see, I wasn't making the claim that Christians overseas value their lives less than atheist soldiers. I couldn't possibly make that claim, because we all know there are no theists in foxholes. You see, Jack, if you've got a platoon of men downrange and someone fires upon them, the last thing you're gonna see is a soldier who is under the impression that they're in the last few seconds of their life, getting down on their hands and knees and repenting for their sins, instead of picking up their rifle and attempting to break one of the commandments over and over and over again. And you never see that because there are no theists in foxholes. Sure, they may be Christians some of the time they're overseas, but in combat they're not. This is because we're wired biologically to survive, and that desire to survive overrides any kind of belief system that anybody could potentially have in a life-threatening situation. Unless, of course, you're a Muslim extremist, in which case you're technically not even human, so that doesn't count. But yeah, but let's assume for a second that my thought experiment was, in fact, a claim, and I was making the claim that Christian soldiers don't value their lives more than an atheist soldier. You demand evidence for this claim, which I find to be a little hypocritical, because you yourself make a claim, as a Christian, that there's a God, and, I don't see how you can make that claim. There's no evidence for it, Jack. None whatsoever. So don't be a hypocrite. Thank you. I also gather from your video that you assert that I provide no evidence for my claim that Christians are delusional children. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify what I meant by that, just so everybody knows. You see, magic don't real, but people believe in magic, especially at a young age, because they're told that magic do real. A few examples off the top of my head would be Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, etc. A lot of children at a very young age are told that these forms of magic do real, and they will continue to hold on to those beliefs until they're given a reason to believe otherwise, which is usually while they're still children, making it easier for those belief systems to be shattered. Because you see, when an authority figure tells something to a fucking child, they're going to believe it. It is their biological imperative. It would be an evolutionary no-no for a child to try to analyze what it is that an authority figure told them, and then later discard that information as bad. If I tell a child, don't go near the tree, there are bees in a beehive and they will sting you. It doesn't matter if there are no bees in that tree, the child will do as I say. Which is a good thing, because if there were actually bees there, that child would get stung and possibly die. So yeah, a child is going to believe in magic if they're told that magic is real by an authority figure, because if children had fully developed critical thinking skills and analyzed all information given to them by an authority figure, our species probably wouldn't have survived up to the point we're at now. So yeah, children believe in magic and they have a good excuse. They don't have fully developed critical thinking skills. However, adults do. So they have no excuse for believing in magic, but as we can plainly see by taking a look around us, I can't drive 10 blocks without running into a building in which a bunch of adults gather every Sunday to worship a magical Jewish zombie, and that's kind of sad. If you believe in something that's not real, you're delusional. Magic is not real. Children believe in magic. Therefore, Christians are delusional children. Sure, my logic is a bit spotty, but that just means it's on par with every argument ever presented to support the existence of the Judeo-Christian God. But anyway, I'm quite flattered that you'd make a video response to me, Jack. I've known of you for a long time, I've seen your videos, and on the surface your video did appear to have some good points, and I certainly hope you respond to this video. Have a fantabulous day, sir.